I'd like to spend a few minutes and talk about the recently revised Storytelling with Insight Maker learning program from Systems Thinking World. The program is intended to provide you an understanding of why storytelling is so meaningful and how it helps you convey the meaning of your models to others, and how you can go ahead and use images to enhance the impact of your models, and also how to use Cloudinary to manage all of your images so that when you use images in your models, they don't become broken because people are constantly changing things on the web. From there, it moves into the essential elements of storytelling within Insight Maker, uh, in terms of how you can use them so that rather than thrusting a model such as this onto someone and having them attempt to understand it, they can in fact simply walk through an unfolding of this relationship model as a story, and they can read it as it goes along and unfolds, so that by the time that they've finished the unfolding, they have a sense of what the model is attempting to convey and the insights that it embodies, as opposed to tearing their hair out trying to figure out what it was that you were trying to convey to them. And in Insight Maker, you can use this with qualitative models or with quantitative simulation models. And here is a goal-seeking with delay systems archetype, where the simulation model is presented and its behavior is demonstrated, uh, changing a number of the parameters in the model, and then giving people the opportunity to actually interact with the model themselves and change them and simulate it. From there, it progresses to the advanced options in terms of how you can use the Insight Maker API, which is extremely extensive in terms of the functions that are defined that you can use to govern how a simulation model interacts. Then you can use them to essentially create, well, enhance the way that you unfold stories, and also create scenarios using button scripts, so that if you want to demonstrate certain aspects of a simulation model, you can code all the parameters in a button script, and you can then demonstrate that behavior with a single click of a button, as opposed to having to reset all the parameters manually when you want to demonstrate that particular behavior. From there, it goes on to talk about the article publishing feature, which allows you to take a model that's been developed into a story and actually share that as a HTML web page, essentially, where it's simply text and graphics, so that a person can read through that unfolding just by looking at a web page without actually having to interact with Insight Maker itself. And from there, it continues on to talk about, is video an alternative, as has been done with some pieces of this particular video, and a number of examples. And in each one of these sections, there are exercises that it's hoped that you will go ahead and complete and submit for review and feedback, so that you can ensure that you are actually understanding the concepts presented and developing the skills, so that you can, in the future, readily communicate the meaning in the models that you have labored over the development of. So you can register for this program at Systems Thinking World, or systemswiki.org, and I'll hope to see you there. Bye.